Hi everyone, let's get straight into it. So, Otto Wallin did a lot better than I'd say 90% of people thought, including me. But if you look at my video, I said I thought he'd get TKO'd in round 8. He didn't get TKO'd at all. It was a points victory by the guy Tyson Fury in the end. I did think Tyson had him in round 9, round 11, I think it was. Forgive me if I get the rounds wrong. I literally just watched it last night and I woke up to get ready for an event I'm going to today in London, which I'll do a video about. But I know this is for boxing guys, and a lot of you boxing fans don't follow the rest of the bit, so I'll get into that on a different day. But yeah, so Wallin did a lot better than I thought. Sadly, his father passed away, I think quite recent. I'm not sure it's last week or how recently exactly, but it was his first fight since his father passed away. So big condolences to Wallin for that. Yeah, obviously the massive cut above Tyson Fury's eye, which Wallin did look like he was trying to reopen a couple of times. Was it round 4 and I can't remember, it was round 8, but there was a part in between, like they had like a lock up, like who's holding him, and he looked like he was getting the edge of his glove, like just twisting it inwards, trying to peel the cut open. That was a bit strange. It's going around Twitter if you need to have a look. I think there's a guy called Alex McCarthy. He works at Talk Sport. He's got some clips of that. It's quite despicable, if so, by Wallin. Wallin hit Fury with a good shot in round 12. Yeah, really good shot actually. I think there was a few people thinking, oh, that could be it. And obviously a lot of people thought the cut would stop it. A lot of people would have been stopped from that cut. So I don't know if that's whether you can give the credit to the cut team. Tyson Fury, obviously. A lot to do with how you bleed, to do with platelets and the blood and the red blood cells. I'm not going to get into all that stuff, but yeah, they managed to stop it. So I don't know who his cut man is. Probably was Stitch. I wasn't really paying attention to the cut man. Ben Davison, guys, there's a lot of criticism Ben Davison coming in for. He's saying stuff like, "Oh, take your time" and all this kind of stuff. They say he doesn't really give high educated boxing schooling in between the rounds, but then, on the other hand, I'm trying to think who does give high educated boxing schooling in the rounds. Like back in the day, Emmanuel Stewart did for the Klitschko's. Freddie Roach sometimes does, and he used to predominantly with Manny. But there isn't a lot of guys who do. So I do see a lot of trainers getting criticism. I think John Fury's come out. I haven't seen his full comments and stuff because it was so late. I thought he'd go straight to sleep. But I've been seeing a couple of things on Twitter. Like John Fury's been having a go at Ben Davison and that. And you know what? It could be deserved. Obviously, who did Ben Davison train before Tyson Fury? And obviously, the only fight they had before this fight was after Ben Davison training for the Sefer. He did. Sorry, my apologies. I think Ben Davison trained him for the Sefer Fury and the Pianetta fights. But obviously, they're all low-level combatants. And this fight can be taken two ways. From what I've seen online, the boxing community, as you guys know, likes to see things from a pessimistic point of view, from a negative point of view. Not always, but in general, I'd say they do. And it looks like a lot of people saying, is Tyson as good as he should be? Wilder would have sparked out Wallin in a couple of rounds. He wouldn't have gone all 12. The thing is, guys, it's different boxers. It's very hard to do that. Like, sometimes you'll see Wilder knock out Rizal better than Joshua. It could beat him. But then does that mean Wilder's better than Joshua? Wilder is on paper right now, and he's the champ, while Joshua's a contender. But then Joshua beats Ruiz in amazing fashion. Guess what? All people jump back on the bandwagon. Do you know what I mean? That's why I try not to be a bandwagon guy. That's why I try to be objective. So with Tyson, it wasn't a great performance. Otto Wallin did better. Does that make me think Wilder's got a better chance against Fury? Not really. They're completely different guys. I'd say Otto Wallin is more a technical boxer than Wilder. I don't think anyone's ever said Wilder's a technical boxer. He has no jab like to talk of, but he's got that amazing dynamite power where if he hits you, he'll knock you down like he did with Tyson, or he'll KO you like almost every other person he's ever fought. So you can't write down or write off Deontay Wilder. I don't think this fight gives you any indication or any inclination of how that fight's going to go. Was it disappointing for Fury? At times, like I said, round 9, round 11, I think it was round 11 where you put him up against the ropes. You thought, yeah, Fury's going to do it. He was getting a bit more angry. I don't know if he thought, oh, the cut might stop me. His corner was saying, oh, you're going to have to finish him, try and finish him. We don't want to, sorry, we don't want the cut reopening. But yeah, do you know what? It is what it is. He fought Otto Wallin. He got 12 rounds in. I'm actually going to go against the grain and say it's good to get 12 rounds in. Even if it's a guy against Otto Wallin, Otto Wallin did better than we thought. He might get another big fight one day now. I hope so. Because for him and his family. Obviously, I didn't like the dirtiness which was cutting open the eye. But in general, it was a decent performance. I thought by Tyson, it wasn't amazing. I said round 8, so I never thought he was going to just smash him up in like a couple rounds. Some people did, a lot of people did. They thought he was going to run for him like butter, like Tom Schwartz. But if anything, at least it shows you one is not a Tom Schwartz, and he probably will do well again. By the way, sorry if I'm itching my face. I've put myself at my skin cream, so if I look a bit random, that's why, guys. Early morning stuff and rise and shine and that. I've got to get to London in a little bit. But yeah, guys, hope you appreciate that. Let me know what you think. Do you think Wallin is being spoken of badly now? Or do you think Wallin is being spoken of a lot better now? And that actually Tyson Fury is getting the brunt of the abuse because he couldn't finish Wallin? That's what I've seen, to be honest. I'm going to see what you guys seem to think as well. At the end of the day, a win's a win. That's what it is, isn't it? He's got another win, and hopefully he'll fight Wilder next, and we'll see what happens there. Hopefully, by the end of 2020, we'll have an undisputed world champion, whether it's AJ, Ruiz, Wilder, or Fury. Let's find out. Cheers, guys.